the Salt Exchange, a fun, straightforward murder fest. It's one of my favorite missions. Since it's a melee army, it's only fair that the melee units have the best gear possible, so I grabbed the power sword for Sister Verity. I decide once again to not bring the sanguinary guards in order to let the Terminators shine, but I think in order for me to really showcase their potential, I actually need to avoid bringing in the aggressors. They basically have carried me through much of the company captain run. I had a much harder time when I did this with a range army where I replaced them with dreadnoughts. Even on a wide open map like this, with numerous large entity monsters, they will be doing the most damage. They are the only unit that can use flamethrowers as pistol reaction attacks, which is what makes them so busted. My formation is simple. I aim to take the heavily armored troops down the middle path, while the lighter, faster troops circle around the flanks. I swat aside the opening waves of Tyranids and march my heavy troops into the middle.
Sanguinius.
I await their mistake.
Through discipline.
We are just and righteous before the eyes of the Emperor.
Closing distance. Assault Terminators, ready for action. Roger that. Blades of Skyfall.
I brought 5 Assault Marines this game, and they violently saw their way through the eastern flank.
For Sanguinius.
Okay, lesson learned. Don't combo multiple jumping attacks, otherwise your troops will waste their hits meant for a unit that has been overwhelmed and pushed back. Got it.
Tech Marine, standing by.
My power is yours to command. Receiving fire.
Also, for those of you that have noticed how damn accurate Sister Verity is, and wondering why I didn't equip her with a plasma pistol, it's because accuracy is dependent on the weapon equipped, and the Godwin pattern bolter that Verity uses has an accuracy rating of 95% with very little fall off. The plasma pistol is nowhere close.
I am ready to help.
In every shadow I find heresy.
We are the fear that strikes at their hearts. Lives through us. They wish to test their strength.
Yo! The Terminators with all the buffs one-shot the Thornback. I think I have finally figured out Terminators. As long as they have 1 damage buff, they do alright. Oh, and you have to take them in pairs, because it helps in getting the AI to split its damage amongst them. I move forward, smashing, slashing, and scorching all the nids in my path, while being careful to stay outside the charge range of Thornbacks. They are the only real threat in this mission, so as long as you avoid getting charged by them, you should be fine.
Picked up movement on the Auspex. Under fire! A powerful decision.
The sanguinary priesthood serves the will of the chapter.
Shoot it! Crush it! Either way, it dies by my hands! They will not break! Taking fire!
Victory for the Bloodblades! Victory for Skyfall!
Another double buff from Verity and Eituro, and the Tornback gets instantly deleted.
Over us.
This clears the path for my forces to approach the Tervigon. Carleon rocks some warriors with his Thunderhammer. Man, I really want to do a run where the first thing I unlock is Carleon's hammer and see how well the campaign goes. The enemy still has some Thornbacks left in reserve, and a massive Genestealer and Gaunt Force appears to block my path. That's a lot of Nids to kill. So let's get to it. The aggressors split up and then come in from two sides. They couldn't have reached a surging state at a more appropriate time.
Always ready, always vigilant! Come, brothers, battle awaits!
Quindar crushes the Tyrant warriors. Sister Verity takes out an unexpected threat from the rear. The Assault Marines dive into the middle of the Nids, wounding the Thornback and almost wiping out the Genestealer. Even Corgi gets in the swing with his big stick. But I ran out of action points before the Nids ran out of threats. Oh fuck! I didn't know the Thornback could still charge while engaged in melee. The only reason I did this suicidal dive with the Assault Marines was to prevent it from happening. The monster burst through a hail of bolts and fire to completely decimate an assault squad, deeply wounding another, and almost destroying my land speeder. As brutal as that charge was, I can't help but admire how epic that looked. The aggressors do what aggressors do best, incineраting Nids without spending a single action point. I lose another squad of Assault Marines and almost lose a squad of Terminators too.
I must resist!
A group of Genestealers finally figured out that they could actually do damage to my aggressors if they simply didn't charge them. Another dead Assault Marine squad. Good thing I brought 5. I need to make this turn count, otherwise I'm going to lose a lot of units with a lot of veterancy now.
I will see every last one of you exterminated.
Open fire!
The Terminators with Lightning Claws have been performing superbly this game, and they continue to win me over by dropping another Thornback. I think I might actually stop bringing the aggressors and just switch to these guys. I carefully killed the Nids in precise order to prevent any further unnecessary losses.
Assault Marines ready!
I am the sword of Sanguinius. No amount of carapace will save this abomination.
What? How? What? What? Why? Y'all saw that, right? I attacked that thing in the rear, and the fat fuck turned around and whacked me. The whole point of a rear attack is to prevent retaliation. The hell was that? Anyway, the last 2 Assault Marines helped Carleon finish off the monster. I guess it was one final fuck you before the mission is over.
Heavy fire support! Emperor's will lives through us.
I save the wounded Terminators and then proceed to mop up the remaining Neds until I am victorious.
My will never tires. Thin their numbers, they will not overwhelm us. The synaptic leader is vanquished. Another node of the network darkens.
It will take the servitors months to clean all of this up.